Tomorrow night, in the cafeteria, we have blueprints. And there's an admission price, but we won't talk about that. Oh, $3. Is that with ID or without ID? With ID. 50 cents a beer, so you'll make up for it if you drink a lot. And that's going to be a really good show. There we're seeing, and that's, I guess, the very last band, eh? That's Sir George this year. So, anyway, in the meantime, welcome back to 222's, and don't forget about the 4-4 Deadbeats next September.
Metal night with the 222's.
1, 2.
All right. Now fuck those cameras and come up and dance, right? Don't be shy of them. I'm not shy of them. Okay. All right, this one's called Low Life.
Make a muscle.
Hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. It's a hold up, hands in the air. I'm only just in time with the money. It's a hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. It's a hold up, hands in the air. I'm someone to crack, someone to rap. The price I have to pay. I need something to eat and somewhere to sleep. So give me some money. Something to crack, something to rap, the price I have to pay. I need something to eat and somewhere to sleep, so give me some money. Everyone's in line with your money. It's a hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. Hold up, hands in the air. Everyone's in line with money. It's a hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. Hold up, hands in the air. I just started to curve. Go get me a soup. I don't care how. Get me a soup, cause I need soup. I gotta get me some money, and I'll make her come. I gotta get me a soup. Oh, everyone's in line with the money. So hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. Hold up, hands in the air. I'm only just in line with the money. So hold up, hands in the air, at the tip of a gun. Hold up, hands in the air. Watch us turn into a bar band right before your very eyes. Baby, leave me alone, you know. Baby, I gotta get off the phone, I got the shit on my face. There's no of that kid, just put my fire up place. I said, hey man, all my school days are saying, hey man, all my rules on the train. I said, hey man, if you go back here, it's not even my one, and if you're coming too far, don't lean on me, man. If you can't afford to take it, find something to see it. Don't lean on me, man. If you can't afford to take it, find something to see it. Okay, alright. Well, hurt my time, baby. I'm gonna hurt my mind, baby. ticket. Back over the city. Slowly coming down. Oh, slowly. Thank you, ma'am. Back is up in the city. That's okay. Back is up in the city. Ooh, that's okay. Back is up in the city. Back is up in the city. Back is up again. Okay. Well, thanks very much. You know that one, right? Yeah. Okay. This one's written about Anne Marie's favorite place. It's called Female. She looks so good, I wanted her now. Got my face start shaking. I wish I could take the time. Female, female, you look like a female. Female, female, but you fuck like a man. How fast did she take the sound towards me? Got a black hair and a pretty little body. She looks so good, I want her now. Got a little boys that could have mislead me. Cruising west, selecting, just riding something special. Female, female, you look like a female. Female, female, but you feel like a man. But me like a man. But me like a man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You people, like, do you dance or anything? Or you just don't dance to us, right? No? You gotta have soul, right? Soul, right? Hey ho, like rock and roll, and hee haw. Doesn't work. Well, Frank said it would work. Frank said you say cliches.
Fuck you, do shit song.
Hey, shit. Okay.
Very sad.
Eggs. This next one's written about, you ever been to Tara Lodge here? Anyone up here ever been at that joint? You have been, right? Well, it's the place up north. And the bathroom, right? It's like this little, sort of like, you know, where they milk cows, sort of. Like, and there's this big, like, line of, like, a little bowl, I guess, right? And you take a piss, and it's on a leak, and it all goes down to a certain little hole. But you see, it's not on a good enough slant, right? So if someone's pissing here, and someone's pissing here, right? Then what you have is, like, it sticks. It stays a little puddle, like, it's little holes in it and everything. So it smells like shit, and it's sheer torture to piss in there, right? Now, if you're playing up that place, you drink a lot, right? And when you drink a lot, you piss a lot, right? Doesn't that go hand in hand? So you're forced to go into this joint regularly about, oh, I don't know, I guess about 7 to 8 times a night, at least for me. You know, maybe I drink more, but anyways. So that's what this song's about. Of course, that's the men's washroom, right? And this song's called Ladies' Washroom, but it's all on the same level. I don't know the ladies' washroom. I imagine it's probably the same thing, except you gotta bend over or something. All right. Hit it, boys. of you from day to day now. Oh, when I feel so lonely, I'll take off my jet to my favorite pink alley. Hey, darling, come here. I like it in the ladies' washroom. I like it in the ladies' washroom. Such a kick to see you pattern. Guess I gotta screw you in the ladies' washroom. Yeah. Bring it down. Way down. And when I see your smiling face, looking up from me from your single bed in the apartment you share with your friend, your boyfriend. You're liberal. You live with your boyfriend, right? But you don't fuck him. You live with him. That's the way it goes. You see, like, you sleep with him, but you don't fuck him. That's the way it goes. Oh, where was that? Oh yeah. So when you're there, right? You're not down. With your fat fucking legs open to the world, and I get a good look at your all-American pussy. I get down on the floor. I become an animal. I get disgusted. I see that when I walk in there, and I smell it when it's in the air. And that's nothing, well, it's nothing new. I screwed mine and more sluts than you, and they've been worse. They've been better, but for the most part, they've been worse. But I mean, it's all pretty much the same, right? Because I mean, your cunt smells just like another cunt, and it's all pretty much the same. I mean, I imagine I hear sex with you, maybe even a little jaded, but that's the way I feel. I'm like, and I can fuck you for 9 months, but it's still pretty much the same thing. And does this get dumb? I imagine it does. I like, it's not that I don't love you or anything, I mean, it's been a long time, but every time I put my head between your legs, well, it's just that your kind of smells like a fucking sewer, right? And I mean, I don't mean to be offensive because I love you and everything, but, well, it's just that your boss makes you want to heave, and I guess that's all there is to the song, really, that's all it's about, really. And I mean, I love you and everything, but I thought I should make that clear before we started. Doesn't it get dull after a while? Sure does. I'll babble on for hours about the same fucking subject where these guys will play. You'll get so sick of me, it's incredible. You'll get sick, you'll throw bottles at you again. But I'll go on for hours about this. Anyway, so I had my tongue in her cunt, you know, and I thought I was gonna puke, right? Blah, 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 blah. And then I stuck my little dick right into her a-hole and like, oh, it was violent. Like I thought I had worms or something, right? Doesn't this get repetitive? Well, I gotta stall for time because we got a 2 45-minute sets and we're lazy. No, that's not true. We're having a swell up tonight. But don't you dance or nothing? No. You don't dance. This is a dance beat. Look, I can dance. Okay, well, I mean, I'm tired. I've been dancing all night, right? But for you people, you haven't danced all night. Some of you still got time, though. Repetitive, boring, right? I know. Good news so boring. Hey, Ted Nugent's playing tonight. We were going to open for him. We were going to do a 25-minute version of this song before Ted Nugent, but they refused that. Maybe next time he's in town, he comes every 6 months. Okay. Now the band yells at me. You see, this is part of the routine. Hey, darling, come here. I like it in the ladies' washroom. Such a big coach, you can here. I guess I gotta screw you in the ladies' washroom.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. It's gonna be our new single, this one. We're recording it next Saturday, I imagine. I think that's it. We're all excited, going back into the studio. Fun, fun, fun. All right. It's an old song by Paul Maref. You know of him, Paul Maref? No? You ever heard of Les Sultan? No, you never heard of them either, right? Well, they're an old Montreal band from like 1960, well, I guess from 1960 to like 1964 or so. They're a big thing. They pretended that they were the Beatles and the Stones and that at the time. They were great. When I was about 2 years old, I used to watch them on TV. Actually, I was about 4. I saw them in their prime. No, it's true. It's been a big day. Anyways, the song's called La Poupée qui fait non. It's gonna be our new record. You're gonna buy it, right? Sure. C'est une poupée qui fait non, 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 non. Toute la journée, elle fait non, 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 non. While she's so young, she just keeps on following me. And she knows where better to go, she just keeps on following me. C'est une poupée qui fait non, 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 non. Toute la journée, elle fait non, 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 non. She has my thoughts, you know. I thought I'd make her with me, but just like that kind of girl, the best she can do is tease. C'est une poupée qui fait non, 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 non. Toute la journée, elle fait non, 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 non. Ah, say it, say it. All right. C'est une poupée qui fait non, qui fait non. Toute la journée, elle fait non, elle fait non. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. This is a slower one we're gonna do now. Even slower than the last one, right? Goes way back in our history, in our career. He's very social, him. He makes friends with everyone. Everyone hates me, but it's true, he's really social. You make friends with him, you speak to him, he'll be your friend, right? Buy him a beer and he'll be your friend for life. Buy any of us a beer, we'll be your friend for life. We could use them. It's a deal, yeah, right, that's it. Okay, this one's called I'm Still Here. I'm not gonna nag you to dance about this one. Actually, I hate people bands that nag people to dance. I know when I'm in an audience and you've got some fucking performance, you get dance, dance, dance. You get so irritated because you want to say, fuck you, I don't want to dance. And he nags and nags, you know. I say, you gotta dance, or she, whatever. And it gets so irritating, you go, fuck you, and you feel all guilty about not dancing. So I understand, and I'm not gonna nag, I know. Oh, please, we feel so. Okay. You can't dance to this one anyways, right? This one's called I'm Still Here. Here I stay, well, forever I'm sure. I'm so bored that I could die. I sit around in this same old life. I don't feel nothing, do I have to say why? 'Cause all I've got to do is look around, I'll see everything I don't wanna see. Goddamn, there's nothing I wanna see. So I sit around and I make up stories, away all that something that's better than us. And I don't understand why I say the things I do. But why should I care? Why should I try? So I sit and wait, but darling, man, I just get bored. And I can't feel 'cause I can't try. So I sit and wait, but now there's nothing inside. And I've been told I don't know why. I can try. That's why. That's why. It's called the first studio Brown. Hey kids, well you better watch out. Studio we go with a drumming style. Studios full of electrical power. You better be careful, it's gonna be a fight. Everybody hear it, and high. See the mark to play with a crowd. Things smashing the guitar, start pushing and the drums are pound. So heavy, heavy toe. Whole town building and shaking. The studio bomb is real. Hey, Dory, you better watch out, 'cause here we come with a drumming style. Studios full of electrical power. Better be careful, it's gonna be a blast. Everybody hear it, red hot. See the mark who came on the crowd. Faces pushing the guitar, drums under the drums are packed. So heavy, heavy drum. Whole town building is shaking. The studio bomb is real. The first studio bomb. The first studio bomb. The first studio bomb. The first studio bomb. Boom, boom, ow! Boom, boom! We'll stand by for the blast off. This one's called Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Hey ho. I'm gonna give you a good job. Hey yo. Gonna break your face. Hey yo. Is anyone here a big Dickies fan apart from myself? You ever heard of the Dickies? Iggy too, yeah, of course, but the Dickies? No? I'm a big fuck, they're great. No taste. Speaking, and if you like Iggy, right? The guy in the Dickies got Iggy's coat, really, yeah. There's a song written about that, eh? He's being sociable again. It's true, he's gotta make friends somehow, right? We all hate him, you know. You know, he's got a friend now. Hi, my name's Chris. Will you buy me a beer? No?
Fucking break your car. Hey man, let's do it tonight. Until I couldn't know we can still. Come on, boy, when you wanna try. Try your hands on this and move your tongue right. Ooh, baby, it'll be so good. Don't be shy, listen to them. And don't be scared to feel my passion. Don't be shy, listen to the beat. And don't be scared to feel my passion, honey. Whatever fun, and we're on the road. Hey, boy, wait, oh, that's alright. But I can tell it's all perfect place so far. Hey, man, let's do it tonight. Little I couldn't know if she's good. My girl, what you wanna try? You know how to listen, move your tongue out. Who's saying, will be so good? Don't be shy, listen to the beat. And don't be scared, just feel my passion on it. And don't be shy, just listen to the beat. And don't be scared, just feel my passion, baby. You know I want some. I'm fun, I need some. You know I'm looking for some. I'm fun. That's a lot. This call comes to be called. It's the last one we're going to do, and then we're going to be saying bye-bye.
like you said I want me to come through. I don't want to be different, said I want to be just like you. I said I'm going by the records and the play on the radio. I want to dress like you, gonna do just what I told. I say it to the crowd. I say it to the crowd. Oh yeah, alright, I'm gonna dress like you, say I'll buy all the clothes. I wanna fuck like you, babe, I think I'm sure it shows. I said I got millions and I want to assault it. I wanna be all by myself outside. I say it to the crowd. I gotta say it to the crowd. Oh! 'Thanks very much. See you later.
His use of military analogies throughout his speech potentially quite alarming in its implications. The suggestion that it was inappropriate for the Soviet Union to invade Afghanistan, to say the least, we agree with that completely. Totally inappropriate for the Soviet Union to indulge in that kind of barbaric act, but he used it implicitly in his own speech to justify what I regard as very similar action in principle of the American government in El Salvador. So rather than reach the consistent moral position, which is that the Russians ought not to have been involved in Afghanistan, as they had not to have been, so too the Americans ought not to be involved in El Salvador. He reached the opposite conclusion, and he did so, though, by making sort of a hemispheric claim that whatever happens in our part of the world, according to Mr. Reagan, he is claiming that the American government has the right to decide. And that is a dangerous doctrine indeed, and should make us all concerned.
Mr. Broadbent, thank you very much. I see Craig Oliver standing by with Energy Minister Marc Lalonde. Craig?
Mr. Lalonde, what was the significance of the President's remarks about the Alaska gas pipeline?
Well, I think it reconfirms the commitment that Congress and the previous administration had given
quite clearly, the federal government, the new administration, is committed to the completion of the pipeline. We got that assurance yesterday in the meetings we had with President Reagan and his assistants. And today he indicated quite clearly that they want private enterprise to do it, obviously, but that they want this project to take place. And I think it's a very, very welcome confirmation of, public confirmation of what we
But hasn't the problem been, Mr. Lalonde, that private financing has not been available? So how have we really made any progress on getting their part of the pipeline built?
No, there are still difficulties about the financing, and there are discussions taking place at the present time. The administration expects a report within 30 to 60 days about this. One of the problems have been the restrictions put on the producers' participation in the project, and it will be interesting to see what the conclusions are of the financing studies, whether they will require an active contribution, equity participation by the producers. The producers have indicated that they were willing to consider this, but this may require some modifications to the legislation in the United States. And with the commitment, the unanimous commitment of Congress to the completion of the pipeline, I think it's quite fair to assume, and it's quite appropriate to assume, that indeed, if additional legislative amendments are required, Congress will very promptly enact those amendments.
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Lalonde. Thanks a lot. Here's Peter Lloyd. Mr. Lalonde, welcome, and sir, you're in charge of fisheries for the Canadian government. It's been one of the major issues with the Americans. President Reagan mentioned it only in passing. Have we not made any progress in the last 2 days on this?
We've made progress. The fact is that we're interested in long-term conservation, independently of what happens to the treaty or the arbitration.
What else can I say, boys? As a manager, I want to win this series as much as anybody. You want the Cubs to win it.